how does everything look? All the sound good. Good. Chats are good. Sound effects are good. My music's good. I could probably afford to turn the... I think that's pretty good. Okay. Did I need to like change my noise gate on Discord? I don't think so. Discord doesn't affect anything. But like I do need to actually, you know what? Let me go ahead and do that now. I don't want it affecting Friday stream. Friday streams are worthy. Make sure that the noise gate is just low. Other than that. Okay. And then today is also interesting because it marks the start of me multi-streaming again back onto YouTube, but with our daily streams. Let's do this one right, yeah? Oh, pop it out, stretch. Ah, crack those knuckles, crack those knuckles, crack those knuckles. Push out your chest. Swing your arms back and push your chest way out. Way out. Push your chest out and pop that back. Crack all your fingers until they're nice and loose. Hey there, heroes! My name is Hero Girl. I'm your friendly local neighborhood hero tuber and professional haver, and this the daily grind. The date is currently February 11th, Wednesday, 2026. And we're here. We're in. This is the daily grind. This is the time of the day where we come on up and we get to grind our dailies. And, you know, my dailies are going to be interesting. I've got to cast color spells. I got 2 750s. But we got the Final Fantasy Draft online. We got the Final Fantasy Draft online. I'm not going to miss my chance to draft some more Final Fantasy after not getting enough of it when it originally came out. I've got like 5 draft tokens left. So the bare minimum is that I'm going to try and get like 5 more drafts in. Got my water. And whenever we finish up this draft, whether I go 0-3 or 7-2 or whatever, you know, whatever the result is, I think, yeah, 6 and 9. 6 and 3. 6 and 3 would be the maximum I could do. And then if there's time afterwards, we'll be doing our usual Final Fantasy 14 stuff after the fact. In the meantime, though, good? Feel good? Do I feel good? Alright. Am I feeling focused? I was like super distracted earlier because I had bank stuff I had to work. See, yeah? Oh, that's right. Yesterday, we had to wait for the queue to actually fill up, so, you know, might as well get it started now. Oh, damn! Okay. Maybe it was just like a first day back type thing. I've been... Because apparently I'm like the 6th... The 7th? Yeah. I'm the 7th for this queue. Sweet. Alright, so we're drafting Final Fantasy again. I guess if we finish up like stupid early, then I can take a look at... Ooh, Reawaken's a good one. Duplex is really good removal. Sephiroth's Intervention, also really good removal. Out of town. Phoenix Down is not... And Wind Crystal aren't really what I would call first picks. Evil Reawaken is really good. You can do some stuff with that. But you can also just, like, grab removal. And I think this is a card that, like, would happily first pick, even though the removal top tier. Excalibur 2. We're not in the... It would have to be in the life gain deck for that. We could go green... Oh, we could go Black-White Sacrifice with Raha. Black-White Sacrifice. Bardbow. T-Rex Star is pretty good. Samurai's Katana, also really good. Double Tender. If we went with, like, Black-Red, we could go with Hill Gigas. I made the Hill Gigas. Kind of like seeing if we can Black-White, though. Ooh, Inala Archmage Ritual. One copies the Wizards? Yeah, copies the Wizards. Arimon. Midgar is probably pretty good for this. There's a second Raha. Aerith Rescue Mission. This is just like free card draw, but I really like the Rescue Mission. I think I take the rare. Because this is just like packing more value into our deck long term. Tonberry's a really good one to grab here. Castle Guard. Okay. Fight On. Ooh. Tonberry or Fight On. Tonberry's really cool. I think between the two of them, though, I'm grabbing the Fight On. Now we have a way to buy back 2 creatures. We have a way to reanimate something big. We have Raha. Even if we end up missing out on white, still setting ourselves up really nicely for like a good black-green deck or potentially a red-white deck. There's the second copy of Rescue Mission that I Fight On, Grandpa's Weapons Vendor. Rescue Mission making just 3 hero tokens is tap up to 3 target creatures, put a stun counter on one of them. Another Raha? Huh. General Reinforcement. Not bad. Marlboro's also pretty good. I don't know that I want to take the second Raha, though. Flashlight. Really better in like the red-white equipment deck. General Reinforcements or... Probably take the Reinforcement. Another copy of Fight On or Cloud Moogle. I don't hate any of these, but I'll take extra length. Okay, there's other reinforcements. Oh, wait, no. Whenever this creature or another creature or artifact you control dies, target opponent loses life, you gain life. Yep, absolutely. Now we get Choco and Mog. Elder. Yep. Choco and Mog. Just take the girl here as filler. Someone saw that, you know, Rahas were getting passed around. They're pretty happy about that. This is tap target non-enchantment creature, so this doesn't work on primals. Man, I think we're finally crossing the finish line with that bank. I called him, you know, had to do the Osana dance of like, hey, by the way, I'm not showing proof of employment because I am not employed. I can't prove something that's not true. But it's okay, I'm filing taxes with my husband. Claims me as a dependent. Supporting me, like, completely. So, you know, that's already been submitted. I'll take Edith. Then... guess let's just take, like, some left over. Weapon Vendor, yeah. Weapon Vendor's a redraw. Okay, what we got here? Ash is good in a really artifact-heavy deck. It might it'll probably be either White Mage's Staff or Paladin's Arms. Draw a card for each artifact you control. That's not going to be us. Hell of the Great Sage is actually really cool. Another Fight On. Getting 2 and you're just like pretty much set for life. But it's going to be either Paladin's Arms or White Mage. Both of these are really good. For curved considerations, it's probably White Mage's Staff, but the Ward 1 on the Paladin's Arms actually gets really beefy. There's Heck Dies, Gallicat's okay. I like Phantom Train. Phantom Train's really good for this. Rare's Lunar Whale. The Phantom Train just like has sack another artifact or creature. Put a counter on this vehicle, becomes a spirit. So like you play this and then you play the rescue mission, you just feed it non-stop. Got here, we got Fate Sis. We're not seeing a lot of the black removal come back, so we need to make sure we're picking those up. Yeah, there's another Paladin Arm. Grab the Fate of the Stun Sis here. We don't have any. We're gonna be absolutely stacked. Oh wait, no, we didn't see the dwarf come around too. We might be fighting someone for this. Maybe passing those Rahas was a mistake. Maybe we should have actually like pulled the trigger on getting a second one. Like, it feels bad to have multiples available, but then they deal with Raha, and then Raha's just, like, big. +2, +1, that would make Raha a 5/6. He's really going super twunk. Okay. Ooh, circle power is exactly what I want. I mean, it's not like removal, but it's raw power. This is gonna start coming together in pack 3, I think. There's a brainstorm, but it's got the mystical archive art. How I have it set. General reinforcements. No, we want the castle guard here. Or the pig. Oh, Floop the pig. There you go. There you go, Fran. You got there. One's inspiration, really good for aggro, but ooh, side quest hunt the mark. I think that's gonna be what we grab easy. Vane's treachery is also really good, but this one also just has a built-in sack engine if we get there eventually. Okay, now we're hitting our room. Okay. So it's either Namazu Trader or another Circle of Power. This one makes tokens. This one's a sack. Probably want the second body on the Namazu Trader before I want a second. Hello, Fane. Do I want Fane? I'll grab Fane. I think I'm in a position where I just want to grab Fane and or Vanille every chance I get because they're just so splashable. They happen to be in their colors. And oh my god, we got another fight on. Sweet. We got 2 fight-ons. We're set on that. I will take the side quest, but I'm not going to main deck it right away. Fight on with Fane, and then also okay. Yeah, so we just like did not get. We just didn't get the white mage back. New phone, need to learn how to tap again. Oh, that is way too many paladin arms. That is way too many paladin's arms. I absolutely should have grabbed them. Absolutely. Oh, we got an Ahriman. Tifa Lockhart. The Deadly Dispute's pretty good here. I think it's the Magitech armor. We want 2 bodies for 1. There's Rufus and Shinra right here, though. Got the White Mage's staff. Ahriman is back. Normally, I'd be all about grabbing that Magitech armor, but we're pretty set up on 4 drops. Rufus, we're so set on 3 drops too, though. Deadly Dispute is our redraw. I don't get to play with Rufus and Rufus Shinra all that often. Just like makes a token every turn. Hello. Whenever you gain life, put a counter on each cleric you control. Is that better than the Final Day? There's also Castle Guard. There's plenty of great cards here for it. We have Salvagers. What do we have for... Nothing? That's still, like, just a good card. You know, we have the Final Days here. I'll take the Final Days. Final Days just has, like, better long... I feel like selection might be better here. We don't have a lot of... Thunder actually works really nicely with the Paladin arms we have. I want the selection. I want my curve is like in danger. Aerith rescue mission. It's either rescue mission or Vane's treachery. Still really light on removal, so I think I take the treachery over the rescue mission, but I want that rescue. All right, we're at the aha, rewarded with another rescue mission. That's what I like to see. Do we pull out Choco? We might be pull out Choco. There's an Ahriman, there's an Namazu. None of these cards are like... I guess I would take another Ahriman or another Namazu. Hello, Snow. That was alright. Oh, wait, nope. Sephiroth's intervention. Perfect. Okay, we're getting all the removal that we need now. We are set on removal. Ooh, and we get Reno and Rude. Yes, please. Got the Kuro. And the Magitech armor wield! Oh, this is amazing. Either that or the Deadly Dispute. The Deadly Dispute would be better than the Revelation. I might actually... Yeah, we'll take the Magitech armor. We get another Castle Guard. Okay, it's all just, like, overloaded on gravy right now. Yep, just like I said. Oh, I actually don't mind grabbing the heck dice here. Aspect Namazu. Everything just came together. Question. Are you drafting against other real people or just the computer? I know you play real people, but I don't know what the actual packs you pick from. So, you are drafting against real people. If it's a bot draft, the event will tell you that you are being matched against bots, and this is a traditional flashback draft. This is a premier flashback draft where you are drafting with real people. Okay. It doesn't. Okay, so we have Reno and Rude. Whenever they deal combat damage to a player, exile the top card. You can sack another creature or artifact. If you do, you play the exiled card. You can spend any mana to cast it, which is fantastic. We've got Raha. We've got side quest. Aerith rescue mission here. We got so much removal. Paladin arms. I don't think I need the Shinrami. How many creatures? We have 10 creatures. Not a creature. Not a creature. I might actually be able to cut Sun Cyst. Phaidon is like a draw too. Bane's here. Salvagers are here. Orimon's here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 13, 15. I've got so many. All right, so we just got to make a couple of cuts. Do I need the heck dice? Probably not. But it is like a 2-for-1. Pain's probably not the best here. We already have a bunch of different ways to get the value back. So we'll cut Fang. Final Days is going to be like the minimum is that it makes two 2/2s. Circle of Power makes a token, which is actually really good with all the non-creatures here. You have so many ways to make creatures out of non-creatures. Aha is like a... Oh. I might only need... Cut the Revelation, actually. We cut either a copy of Phaidon or like one of the creatures. It might actually be cut a copy of the Phaidon because we don't have like as many creatures. Yeah, that seems right to me. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 targets for Phaidon. Yeah, okay. Okay. So we can go ahead, we'll put in... Do we want a weapons vendor for just Paladin? If we put in like another Paladin arms, we can put in the weapon vendor. But I don't know what we'd be cutting. We could cut the Magitech armor. Would be a redraw automatically. Just like a straight up 4/4. And you can also like play the world map. I don't think we need to. It does trigger with Raha though. You can sacrifice it to just about anything. Everything. When the Namazu Trader comes into play, it makes a treasure. Let's try the Namazu for... Let's put a second Namazu in for the final days, actually. Got that for a bit. IDK, if you answer my question, but I can poke you later, too. Yeah, no, this is a draft... That was a draft against real people. It's not a bot draft. That's the, that's the gist of it. I could just, like, cut the circle of power and... That way the paladin arms get like, free equips. Maybe that is the play. Arimon is the flying death toucher. 3 like another... What if I was to cut, like, the heck die? Cut the heck dies. Put another paladin arms. Put in the weapon vendor. Cut the... Cut one Namazu. Let's try that out, actually. Did I grab the Final Fan? I think I did. I don't think I grabbed the Final Fan. Oh, I did, actually. Okay. Then... Okay, yeah, this looks right. Alright, let's go play. That was like 20 minutes for drafting and deck building. Not bad. Better than it was yesterday. Yesterday it actually took a while for the queue to fill up because it was the first day of the flashback. I can also just like, casually double check. Yep, make still alive. Yep, you do so good. We are simul streaming, folks. Actually, yeah, what I should do is I should lower stream beat. Really turn. Vein Treachery sight on. This hand doesn't do anything fast. Like, it's got good top end, but it's got, like, what, 1 removal spell? This feels wrong, but I'm gonna maul. This is a little bit better. Might be put back the Phantom Train. Probably put back the Phantom. And then we drew... Depending on what I draw in the next turn, too, I may need to play out Midgar as a land first. Just so I can play Circle of Power on curve. If they play a creature out, though, then I can use this Fate of the Sun Cyst to, like, slow them down a tad. Oh, there's White Staff. Okay, now I don't have to. Now I'm actually in the clear. Let's see. Destroy target non-land permanent. Costs 2 less if it targets a tapped creature. I'll take the 2. Then next turn we can just roll power. Ah, Masamune! See, you don't ever want to, like, do that pre-combat. Might actually do this now. I think I am. It's just gonna be tempo, because now they have to spend mana to, like, tempo everything else up. Yeah. Circle of Power now. Reload. Draw a couple of cards. Now I can go... Oh, hello, Minwoo. You're a big problem. Because now you're going to be a 4/4 first striking card. A 4/4 first striking card that I can't do anything about. Well, I could play the Salvager. And then the token dies. I can play the Namazu. Next turn I can double spell. This is bad. I have the removal to punish this, but I'm gonna need to really dig for it. Your attack, sack another creature artifact. If you do, I can drop Paladin Arms and Salvage. And then, right, Minwoo has Vigilance. It was a good card. What did we take over Minwoo? Hard to say. Gotta remember to prioritize the White Mage's Staff next time, though. I saw too many fucking Paladin's Arms to, like, feel good about passing that White Mage Staff. Okay, they're not gonna do anything just yet. Which means I have a chance. Am I drawing a card right away? No, I'm not. Although I could act... No, this is a sorcery. I can't... Okay. I have a lot more creatures now. I could theoretically, like, do a big blocky. That has the potential to get blown out, though. They might have even been holding up interaction. Just so they can go equip Minwoo, swing in. 4/4 turns into a 5/5, so we'll need 5 power worth of block. But then also, like, just wipes the entire board, though. That's not good. Yep. And with the good old Masamune on there, I have to block. So goodbye token, I guess. The vigilance is... Yep, just casually gaining 5. We tried to play with the Masamune yesterday, but I don't think we had the deck to really make it work. What are they using? Like, they're not in... They're in blue-white. It's not like they can trample. Could be a combat trick. Congratulations. They lose 1 life and then gain 5 immediately after. Yep. Okay, so there's Reno and Rude. What do I sacrifice? I'm sacrificing... am I sacrificing the treasure? Just so I can, like, keep some more stuff on board? I think I need to. I could also sacrifice the Trader. I think I'm sacrificing the Trader. Okay, well, there's Eric Rescue Mission. What am I doing if I do that? I can make a bunch of tokens, block forever. Or, tap up to 3 target creatures, put a stun counter on. Do that. They would damper sphere. They damper sphere, so I can't... So I don't get to do anything. This is, like, not gonna do anything to stop their massive fucking Minwoo, but it buys me a lot more time. If I play, and when I play Reno and Rude next turn, I can start digging through their library for stuff. I didn't get to see any of the crystals chosen. That would have been a really nice... Alright, so we just kind of have to, like, pray. Because they're going to have, like, so much fucking life. Yep. Salvager's literally just kind of not doing anything right now. They almost definitely have a fear of some sort. So... 5, 6, 7, 8... Go ahead and play our weapon vendor first, in case we draw into something that changes our mind for next turn. Dwarf Castle Guard. Doing. But with them having the weapon vendor, that causes a whole different kind of problem. I am literally stuck until I find removal. I have plenty of it. But they've been telegraphing damper field. Which would give Minwa hexproof, so like I have to find a way to get him to pop it. If I draw the Arimon, there's an out to where I can block Minwu, sacrifice the creature, keep them from continuing to gain absurd amounts of life. Have target non-enchantment creature. Rinuru no longer get through anything. Minwu with awesome Mune, that's insane. I have to block. There's just there is question about that. Yep, opponent's currently up to like 40 life. Alright, well, go ahead and use it then. I should be holding this up with, you know, other removal. Yep, there we go. Magic damper. And then... what can I do? What can I... yeah, we'll go ahead and pay one. We'll Paladin's Arms over to it, I guess. Okay. I can't attack in anyway because of Minwu, but cool. Thank you for, you know, taking pity upon me and throwing a card away. The good news is we just have to draw into one more. Just one more. Gets back. Creature mana value 4 or less. We're gonna eventually run out of guys. Yep. Actually, you know what? No. Let's get rid of the Duke. They're at fucking 60 life, bro! Okay, there's an Arimon. That's exactly what I needed. That's exactly what I needed to start going. Yeah, let's go ahead and put the Paladin's Arm on the Arimon. Well, this is something. If I'm going to lose the creatures anyway, at least now they won't be gaining, like, infinite life. Still got a shot. Like, there's no reason for them not to attack. Minwu still gives them, like, a life point. Oh, god damn it. Have. Yep, they can cast Arrow's Rescue Mission or Circle of Power. Oh no, they can use Fade. God damn it, they can use my Faded to blow up the Arimon and then be able to pay for it too. Sack another creature or artifact. God damn it. I am so mad right now. I am so mad right now. Oh no, they're gonna draw cards instead. Okay. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Sure, yeah, go for it. Okay. Opponent had the chance to, like, not. Honestly, like, they could just, like, put something else. Pass. Put the Dwarven Guard. There's the blocks. Activate. Back. Alright, Magitech Armor is a card. Raha is also a card. Here's Raha. Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and use weapons back. Reno and Ruda just like, they're never getting through. Then what's that curl gonna do? Nothing. That curl's gonna do absolutely fucking nothing. I'm gonna start digging. I'm gonna be able to start digging. Oh, I guess I could have attacked for 4. Missed opportunity. Tap target region of put a stun counter on it. Yeah, I should have attacked with Arimon. Every life point's gonna count if I have any chance of like getting through it. 19 to 17. I'm gonna deck out before they do. Draw a card for each tap creature your opponent controls. Yep. So, you know, I don't think it's going to matter. They're at such an absurd life total that I can't fathom any reasonable way that we beat this. Yep. Yep, Raha's tapped. Honestly, they're in a position where they could just, like, start swinging out with a ton of stuff. Okay, yep. Yep. Pass the blocks. At this point, I almost wonder if how... But... Who knows? Okay, there's Evil Awakened. That helps. Lets me get my Namazu trait. Another Paladin arm. So then, what do I do now? I get, like, Evil Reawakening my Paladin arms? Probably not. I could sacrifice Raha and Evil Reawakened. I don't think that's the play. Killjoe, hey! Thanks for showing up on the YouTube side. What's up? Trying to think. Think. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have enough to go job select and also play the Magitech. If I was to make the Arimon, like, really fucking swole, that might be, like, literally our only out. It's not like they're stretched for mana by any... It's just a damn min move. If I could just, like, get rid of that. Let's not use the weapons vendor. Because I want to maintain Arimon. Yep, they can go ahead. They can tap down anything. This is still the first game of our league, by the way. And I'm just kind of like stubbornly hanging on just in case there's an out. Okay, they block the Abbot Salvagers. That might mean that they start crashing in. And then I get a chance to just, like, start eating things. Oh, the Shiva does just, like... Yeah. Pass the blockers. I needed to try and hit the, I needed the Arimon soon. Wait. stack. So like we're basically life neutral right now. There's Sephiroth's intervention. That's what we need. Opponent gets to draw 2 cards because of Shiva. I don't think I'm allowed to care about that. I think I just gotta go kill Minwoo now. Hope their last card is not another damper field. Alright. Now we can start trying to do... How do I feel about any of this? Grab another Namazu Trader. I might just sacrifice the Raha at the end of turn and then Evil Reawaken on the next one. Yeah, let's go combat. They can use their curl. Right now the Shiva also just like... The Shiva's gonna draw them 3 cards. Can crash on in. The Shiva still eats the Magitech arm. Oh, then the weapons vendor puts the Paladin armor on the Magitech armor. I'm actually kind of cool with that. So like this is gonna be tap regardless. Did I? They already paid the war cost. Okay. We'll go ahead. We'll do that. Go to combat. The weapons vendor now triggers. Move Raha's Paladin arm over to Magitech arm. And then we can win it with the Magitech armor. Shiva either blocks or does not. Okay, so they're just gonna chump. That's fine. A creature they control dies, which means that we get a treasure. Activate. Stack. Arimon is still active. They get to draw 2 cards. That's slightly less. Oh, hello. I'll go ahead and do this now so that way they don't. Sacrifice token? Sacrifice token. Sweet. They still have the curl. But now I can evil reawaken and bring back the greatest evil of all time. A Twunky Catboy. Now, the downside is that they can still White Mage and Masamune onto literally any of their creatures, and I lose that creature. Gallicat's okay. Gallicat's a 3/3, yeah. Gallicat's pretty fucking beefy. Yep, that's the cat. I don't think I have like any huge bombs. I'm gonna save these treasures. I guess I would get an extra treasure if I put in... If I brought back the Hunt the Mark, actually. If I did that with the Namazu, I'd get this bet sooner, and this would be a 5/6. Yep, it's a 4/4 cat that flies, and I have no way to block that without the Arimon. I could put like one of these on there, but I can actually put... I really do. I don't think I'm trying to draw out. I think what I want to do is I want to go A4 equip. I could attack with Reno and Rude as well. I could attack with Reno and Rude. The curl taps down the Arimon. Yeah, so then... We'll put the Paladin arms on Reno and Rude. Oh, yeah, that's 2 triggers. They can't do that. Yeah, so go to combat. Go ahead, pay 1. put Paladin's Arms on Ahriman. Go to attacks, bump for 8. I can attack with Reno and Rude, but then they just, like, they block with the cat. And then, hold on. Raha's a 3-5? Yeah, Raha's a 3-5. And now he's a 5-7. Pass the turn. And yeah, we still have this Magitech. Oh, they're gonna try and race me. Okay, go for it. I can do it. Yeah, it's gonna try and go in for a free 4. Do it. I'm willing to trade Ahriman for like both their flyers. I think I am. Yeah, I'm absolutely willing to trade Ahriman for both their flyers because they have nothing right now, and we've got 9 turns. We gotta get gas. I need to drop this Dwarven Castle Guard and just like start shoving. They've got 16 cards left in deck. I'm gonna deck up way before they do. This is how hard we gotta fight for one game. I'm cool with that. We still have like plenty of outs here. Sure, Avengers in, yeah. Alright. Go ahead. Drop Castle Guard. Go ahead. Crew up. Go combat. Swap one of these onto Reno. Rude. I have no fear. No fear whatsoever. Yeah, all of these trade with the Galacat. All of these trade with the Galacat. Okay, I can take out the Imperial City. Or I can take out Trip. Take out Trip. Yes. Take out Trip. And take out Rooktur. Alright. Rufus Shinra. Like, Curl is going to get back its advantage. Oh, right, they can just get back their Rook turn. Right. Okay, sure, yeah. Wait. Why did they use it to get back Quistis now when they can't cast anything? That doesn't make sense. They click on Rook turn and then accidentally click on the wrong thing? They must have. Yeah, you can cast it. What with what mana though? With what mana though? I think they were probably thinking that they could get back Quistis and then chain together to get back their stuff. But they don't have the mana to pay for it. Yeah, that doesn't do what you want it to do. And then go ahead, scoot up Shinra. Pass the turn. Pass the... One more treasure. One more treasure, and we get a stick 5/6. Oh, hey, Chaco and Mog. That's kind of an overrun. That doesn't really matter too much, though. You don't really want... You could put the sword on Quistis, like... Be a real thing. Yeah, we're just pushing our... Got, like, no flyers anyway. Cards left in deck. I have no way to free fresh. Alright. Let's go to combat, I guess. Watch where the curl goes. Watch where the curl goes. Because the weapons vendor is going to move some shit around. Alright. Make him tap out for it. Yep. Yeah. That happens. Yep. Okay, the one... Oh, I guess I could have... Because I'm doing it at the end of main phase, I could have actually, like, manually moved one of those. I didn't even think about that. That's 5, 6. Guess I'm putting it over on Raha. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. No, we can't attack with the tokens. These at least trade, except for the Dwarven Guard. Yeah. Alright. Rufus and Sherman are going to give us a dog. They can block with the Galacat, but it's going to cost them everything. Yep. We only have 6 turns. Raha is actually going to be the death of us. If we have a creature die, we just draw extra cards, and that might be their out. Sure. Pass the turn. I now have a thing, like, really strong. Sid's pretty good. It's kind of cool. 6 cards left. I kind of need Raha to die, weirdly enough. So let's move the Paladin Arms over to some other things so that way Choco can't block profitably. Leave back the heroes so that way we can double team. Like, yep, Cat's gonna keep punching in. That's fine. We are winning this race. A free fresh. My life for a free fresh. Alright. I want... Put it on the dwarf. Yep. Tap Raha, that's fine. Go combat. Go combat? Yeah, just go combat. We need to move to where... yes, actually. We move this Paladin arm over to Doge. And Doge can start attacking. Do I need to attack with... No, I don't. I have like 5 cards left in deck. I actually need Raha to like not draw me a ton of cards. Alright, so I can sacrifice a treasure and eat Sid out of the way. And I can actually eat Raha to do that. I'm gonna draw a card regardless. Yeah, eat Raha so that way we don't draw lots of cards. Means that the curl... like that. Okay, boot up. Definitely not suitable to Aron mods. Probably suitable on the hero tokens. Yep, Raha's not gone. Raha's gone, so we're not going to like deck out. Sure, that's it, all right. We can chew through it. We can chew through all of it. Yep, that sure is a cat. Four, 5. My turn. How many more lands do I have to go through? Tap down the Ismat Shore. Nope. Doesn't have anything equipped, right? Go to combat. What? Do I care about dog? Probably care about dog a little bit. I could put it onto the... This is only +2, +1. Salvagers with rating. We'll go ahead and do it. Put the Paladin Arms. Raymond. Keep pushing. Don't let him see you sweat. I guess I should have put it on Rufus, huh? Because if I put it on Rufus, then he trades a lot more cleanly if they decide to double block with Sid. Alright, they're just going to take it. That means that this is actually full game. Holy shit, I can't believe we did it. At least we got the win! Holy shit! GG! Holy shit! That was... They had 12 cards left in deck. It helped out that the opponent really punted for us. Because they blew their Slash of Light when they couldn't pay for the War Trigger. And then they tried to use Questus to cast Awakening instead of just, like, getting back their Rook turret. Their Rook turret. Like, this was definitely a case of the better player winning, but at the same time, holy shit, that was so much life we had to chew through. That ate up, like, literally the entire hour. But hey, like, we're 1-0. Let me just change a couple of things. I forgot to change the dress for the occasion. Got Stola. Oh, I hate how it's... Like, it's not slidey enough, it feels like. And then what were we even potentially playing towards? Another Aerith rescue mission, maybe? Phantom Train was at the very bottom because of the mulligan. Salvager's MVP of that matchup, without question, just like constantly trading. Holy shit. So there's probably not going to be any Final Fantasy 14 today. I'll tell you, unless we just like straight up get rickrolled 03. All right, how do we like this? Reno and Root on turn 2 with Fight on. Aerith Rescue Mission, perfect. Fun and leading off on Crossroad. By me. Aerith Rescue Mission can be played after the... Golbez! Now, Reno and Rude need to sacrifice another creature artifact. We're not going to have anything... Oh, that's really aggressive. Unless we top deck into a Paladin Arms, was going to be my next thought. But we do get to just like randomly take their Ject, which is kind of amazing, actually. What? That's double Ahriman? What? Okay, I can use the Aerith rescue mission. So that way I can make a bunch of tokens. Reno would attack. Reno would trade with Ahriman. That's kind of fine if I use Evil Awaken to buy them back on the next turn. I'm kind of into that, actually. I'll trade it Reno and Rude for an Ahriman. And then... Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Oh, and now they had their own Reno and Rude. That's neat. We'll see if I get to actually use Aerith next turn. Aerith's rescue mission next turn. I can play Raha, that's something. I also got this fight on. Tis better, whether 'tis nobler in the mind. I can sack another creature or artifact for a redraw. I don't mind that. No matter what, I get a trade, right? Both of those are really good, actually. I can even go 3, 4, 5, 6. I can go Circle of Power into Treachery. Even if I do get like a redraw now. Okay. That's amazing for me. It might just have like a Sephiroth's Intervention to get rid of something, but then I still have the fight on to buy back whatever they kill. Whenever one or more other creature or artifacts you control dies. So if they kill Raha, I don't get the draw. Okay. Yeah, so let's go bonk. I could Circle of Power, actually. Yeah, I like Circle of Power here, because I can still, like, back the wizard token. And then go combat, swing with Reno and Rude. I could just, like, get blown out here. But I still get a chance to go kill Reno and Rude. Here's the wizard token. This is exile target card from a graveyard. Okay, so they're gonna eat the Namazu. Make a treasure, surveil with Golbez. Conrad, you say? Sir Conrad in the flesh. Okay, well... I could Aerith and tap down Sir Conrad. I kind of like that. Even though I would prefer to make like a ton of tokens. Yeah, let's do that. Tap up to 3 creatures, put a stun counter on them. Yeah, let's go and... I'm just gonna end up drawing like an ass load of cards here. Oh, wait, hold on. I didn't even think about it. I can't cast this. What am I doing? Yeah, what the fuck am I doing? I can't cast that. Whoops. That's a whoopsie doodle. Yes, fight on. Yep, that's the Nitha. Player mills a card. Want to do? And if you want. Ooh, Paladin Arms. That's spicy. That's a spicy meatball. Now I can just go... play out of land, equip Reno and Rube back in. I mean, if they have combat tricks, they have combat tricks, but I still have fight on here. So I can afford to be really aggressive with this. Yeah! Okay, handled that just like a little sloppy. I forgot that I don't have to sacrifice my creature until after I see what they exile. Then you may sack another creature or artifact. If you do, you may play the exiled card this turn. So, like, I could still have, like, a little wizard token here helping me get some extra pink. Oh. Okay, that one was really fast and quick. That makes up for the time that we lost on the first game. Rufus definitely ended up contributing in that first game too, so that makes me feel better about grabbing him when I could. Alright, how's this one look? Castle Guard, Fight On, Circle Power, Raha, perfect. This is what peak performance looks like. We can go into Paladin Arms on the next turn. A 1/4 Sentinel. That can get big later on. Shantoto! I'll cast the Circle of Power before I cast the Phantom Train. Get another land? No! That was not what I meant to do! Shit. I meant to cast this, sack the Dwarf token, get a 2-card redraw, and then fucking ow, ow, ow. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. That hurts. That's so bad. Alright, let's try this again. That hurt. Now I can side quest Shantoto away at least. Shantoto can get really scary. Then we can lead off on Raha. Start like recouping more advantage. Ooh. Grieve the Esper, that's really good in this deck. Let's get rid of Shantoto before she becomes a problem. And then pass. Pretty soon we'll get to have side quest trigger. We can play Raha. We can draw a card immediately off treasure. Ooh, and we lose the Paladin Arms too. Yep, we'll just take the 3 here. Sephiroth's Intervention, that'll be good eventually. I don't have anything to spend mana on right now. And they did just use their Light of Judgment. They might have another Light of Judgment. Choco Comet. Yep, you got me. I do need to block here. Shinra and Rufus, how do I feel about that? I've got 7 mana to work with. 7 mana is not quite as much as 8 mana would be. Get 8 mana with the Namazu Trader. And then this will also just like be a straight up around. They still have like a 5/5 coming. Wyvern's good. Yep, we need to get Raha back. Sahagan too. Okay, they've got the nuts on the blue-red deck. Ahriman is pretty big for this. I have 4 mana. 4 mana is not enough. I play the Ahriman. Also play Rufus. If I play Rufus, I get a 2/4 that blocks really well. In which case, I should have held up the fight up later. Salvagers is really good here. I also need to get Raha down. 3, 4, 5. This is 6, 7. I have 7. Get Raha down. Get down this castle guard. Get an immediate redraw. Hopefully, getting the salvagers down helps us out. We need to draw something for that Sahigan. We need to draw something for that Sahigan like right fucking now. And Jill. We're gonna get our asses handed to us, chat. There's just no two ways about it. Oh boy. Okay, well, we might have a chance. We're at 4 life. They can cast the Sahigan. I would have to go Salvagers. Have something die. We gain a life. We die to the Wyvern. I think we just got beat the fuck up. Their tempo was so fucking good. Salvagers comes out. The Salvager... You attack with the Namazu Trader. We can go attack. Attack the little dinky token. That doesn't help us out, right? Right. It might let us cast more stuff next turn. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, we just want to draw like straight gas if we can. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 though. And then Jill transforms. Target creature can't be blocked. No, that's game. Wow, we just got like our teeth fucking kicked in. Maybe if I get the salvagers down a little sooner, then we're fine. But like, Jesus Christ, that is what the blue-red deck looks like. Reno and Rude fight on with side quest backup. The only duress effect is actually a victimize. Or no, it's not a victimize, it's a despise. It would take out a creature or land. No, a creature or artifact. Alright, so go ahead, just attack in. The land past the turn. I want to draw another one. Hope everyone's day is going on. Alright, now that blocks Root if they don't attack with the Gardener. No attack, pass. You can side quest and then like attack, but I want to save the side quest for something that matters. If I don't get it, I miss a few turns with Reno and Rude, that doesn't matter. Namazu Trader kind of matters for this green-black deck, I guess. But I can also just double block and fight on to get both my cards back. I also just have Raha. They've got Gubu Gardener and Treasure, so like they can Vayne's Treachery at any point. Also now, if they attack with their Namazu Trader, I profit. Maybe it would have been nice to have like a second copy of Raha. Probably would have gotten a lot less people fighting me for black-white. They could just like have Chocobo. Like, Chocobo kick. Trader. Oh no, they have side quests. Holy shit. Yeah, that happens. So then, yeah, we're gonna want to kick out the trader just so that way we have time to rebuild. Like, I can go fight on. I don't know that I want to. Yeah, because if they do that, they just get like all the stuff in the world, don't they? They attack with the trader, and if I'm forced to block. I mean, I don't like it, but it keeps them from just like getting constant value. And at the end of their next turn, I'll fight on again, I guess. I don't want to use the fight on prematurely, but getting back the Dwarven Castle Guards, like getting 2 additional bodies. This is paid to exile target card from a graveyard anyway. Ah, as long as they have 2 mana open, I can't fight on. And as long as they have the Gardener and the Treasure, they just always have that available. Shoot. That's actually really bad. I didn't think of it. You can even, like, main phase it, so that way I don't... Oh, yeah, and then the Treasure goes off, and then Magic Pot just, like, lets them get... God damn it. Okay, they missed their window. They missed their window. So... How do I want to... Let's go. Pick, sacrifice the Magic Pot. Hold on, second artifact or creature token? I could sack this treasure. I sack this treasure before they can side quest. Then... No, I want to sack the creature. Oh, right, and they get another... Right, okay, that's actually... That's kind of bad, isn't it? Because now they get their indestructible 5/6. I just burned the one removal that would have dealt with the indestructible 5/6. I am a silly, silly, silly doofus. Sure am. Oh, what? A creature. Then if you control 3 or more treasures, transform this enchantment. Don't they have... Oh, it only triggers if my creatures die! Shit! That's huge. Okay. Then let's just go punchies. I get a card off your deck. I could... Hold on, what is this? This creature dies, make a treasure? Yeah, let's go ahead and sack the 4, 7, 8, 9. I have 10. Magic is magical. Hey, yeah, exactly, yeah. And then go ahead, cast, destroy the enchantment before that causes a problem. Now we get a rat. Pass turn. Sweet. We dodged the worst case scenario. Oh my god. Foyer does exile cards from the graveyard. Sure. Raha in hand, you already practically won, right? I mean, close. Close. Maybe if this was like, you know, Crystal Exarch Raha, but no, this is, you know, Crystal Tower Raha. Oh, opponent is, okay. Let's just go combat, attack with Reno. I don't think I need to attack with the rats. Attack. Ooh, we get to cast Ject. Deals combat damage. You may exile the transformer, return to the battlefield, transform under its own. I will never transform Ject. If I ever transform Ject, I am a fool. But in the meantime, it's just the 4/3. Oh, right. The Crystal Tower. The Darkness Crystal. That's a good reason to not want to let their creatures die. Holy shit. I didn't even think about that. Shoot. Shoot, 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 shoot. Each opponent discards a card. You draw a card. Each opponent sacks 2 creatures of their choice. Fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck. Okay. I see where we're at. I inadvertently gave the opponent an out to, slow me down. Slow me down and to suffer. Alright, Summoner's Grimoire, that's fine. Sorry about that. A non-token creature an opponent controls would die. Exile instead, you gain 2. Gotcha. Aerith Rescue Mission. That's not bad. Circle of Power! Pogface! Leylands, I understood that reference. Yeah! I'm in a position now where I cannot profitably attack. I think that means I'm supposed to either... That means I'm supposed to play the Ahriman. The Ahriman still dies to the Adventurer's Airship. But not right away. God damn it. Curse my greed! Airship now trades with Ahriman. That means the Darkness Crystal gets stuff going. Yep. They will attack. I will let it just, Actually, is there any reason for me not to attack with Raha? Because, like, if they have a kill spell, they have a kill spell either way. I guess I'll just let this one go through. Wait until I have the chance to back Raha up with my own trick. Go combat. I can actually play Paladin's Arms. Actually, hold on. If I go Aerith Rescue Mission, tap up to 3 creatures. 1, 2, 3. And then put a stun counter on the rat. That means I get really, really good tempo. We do not transform. I sacrifice the token, and I get to cast the Gubu. I get to draw a card. There we go. Okay. Whew, we did not punt that. We did not punt that. Really don't know enough of magic to keep track of what's actually being played, so just settle to go pocket the pretty pictures. Honestly, that's the best way to do it. That's the best way to do it. Usually when I'm playing Brawl, I'm a lot better at explaining exactly what's going on. But because this is limited, my ability is hampered somewhat slightly. Don't worry, it's just like color. It's just like, you know, color commentary when it's time to turn into the old sports ball. You might not know exactly what's going on, but fortunately, you can cue off of the announcers to figure out when you're supposed to get really fucking hyped and when things have taken a turn for the worse. And honestly, considering how badly I punted yesterday's streams, or yesterday's draft, yesterday's draft. I will gladly take a 3-1 start. I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh player. I can't read. I just know vibes. Real, too real. By the way, what do you play in Yu-Gi-Oh? I only ever really play Yu-Gi-Oh like deciduously, but I have like a deck or two that I really like. Oh, okay, better. Keep Reno and Rude. Where does it is to stay? I'm closer to playing Reno and Rude than I am. I feel like I'm keeping my black cards weirdly enough because the upside of hitting my black source gives me higher upside than keeping the white card that I have 2 of it in there. Weapons vendor, if I do draw another one, is good. Alright. Paladin arms is not what I want, but I'll take that. When it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh, I've been spending the past couple of months learning how to play Super Quants. I really like that deck, but before that, I was a hero player, and oh my god, everything else feels so much easier to play than Heroes does. I haven't played Modern Yu-Gi-Oh in a long time. Favorite play? Played Tenpai, Blue Eyes, which was a thing like 1.5 years ago. And Master Duel just played Filthy Meta until Malice dropped. I feel that. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and play the vendor because that's an immediate redraw. Still no. Oh no, Saw. So Saw comes in. He searches for a bird or a basic land, and then whenever he attacks, he puts a counter on a creature, and then doubles the amount of counters on that creature. So yeah, we'll absolutely go ahead, take their redraw. I am suffering. I am suffering so much right now. Do I want to put the Paladin's arms onto the weapon vendor? I might need to. I'm not gonna. Thought just like takes out my weapons vendor and both my tokens. Hero of Hero token, it's your Benoy! Yeah, I love all the hero tokens. I love them so much. The Lalafell with the side shave. The Benoy that's like 1 part red mage, 1 part warrior, 1 part monk. I love these tokens so much. When I went to my pre-release, I actually printed out tokens for me and my wife that were our Warriors of Light. And that was really fun. It was really fun to use that. Oh, shit. Well, they can't attack this turn, right? No, they cannot. I am crying, suffering. I just need one. One swamp. Gladiolus? Gladiolus searches for a land and puts into play tapped. And then has, whenever a land you control enters, target creature you control gets +2/+2 and trample until end of turn. So, I'm kind of, crying, pissing, shitting. I don't think I have a chance to win this anymore, but I will take one more draw step. That's cute. Remember that being a trend when the deck released, people making cards out of the Warriors of Light? Saw a few pics on Twitter with the G-Pose enthusiasts. Yep, that was me. I was in there. And honestly, it's just... I would love to print some more. I'm pretty sure I'm dead no matter what, but I need to double chump here. Because if I can draw like and that's just how magic goes, baby. That's just how magic goes, baby. Some people will be like, man, the land system fucking sucks. WotC should try and, like, make magic so that way you don't need lands. You know what? Fuck them. Fuck them. Go play Duel Masters. Go play Hearthstone if you don't. Go play, uh... what was the one that came out, like, forever ago that had, like, its own little stack of magic stones or whatever? Can't remember off the top of my head. Go play those. I think the mana system is actually fine. Like, your card games have variance, guys. You're playing a trading card game. If you want hyper consistency, you can play Yu-Gi-Oh! Did I lose because my deck did not give me any swamps in the first 6 turns of the game? Yeah. But I've also, like, had plenty of wins because of that. And hey, you know what? Lady Luck's a bitch like that. Play more Magic at stores if it wasn't like a 1-hour journey every time, just kind of a lot of effort. I also feel that. I feel that. It's like a 30-40 minute drive for us to head to our local game store. It's fine for us because my wife and I make a trip out of it. We listen to the Stormlight archives on the way there. We listen to System Metal. We talk about our games and how the rounds went afterwards. We get Little Caesars to, like, you know, satisfy that late night salty crave. Man, I used to be that I would just drive for like 40 minutes, like 30-40 minutes to go to the game store, but I would get to spend a whole day playing Commander. Gotta drive to the city, then get a subway ticket, then walk like 10 minutes. Just want to play Stola. So real fast. Okay, this is so much better. Much better than last. Decent upside. We've got Namazus. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Thank God they don't make their little squeaks in the game. I would have liked to... Oh, leading off on a colorless land. Interesting. That... Oh, it's Steiner. Okay. Steiner's kind of... I'm not doing anything with Steiner. I'm not gonna spend a Fate of the Sun Cyst on him just yet. Like, okay, yeah, he's a 3-2. 3-2 does not trade profitably with Castle Guard yet. Rufus Shinra. I could play Namazu Trader. Namazu Trader would profitably block Steiner. Magitech Armor, slightly less so. The Trader gives me an extra treasure to work with next turn. Rufus Shinra. Isn't it like the company named Shinra? So the company's named after his family? Ooh, that stinks of combat tricks. That stinks of combat tricks. Okay, let's think about what they could possibly have. If it's eject, then nothing changes. If it's a eject, I can get away with the double block. If it's just +2/+2, then I can get through. If it's slash, that's 3 damage. That takes out a guard. I can't imagine a scenario where they don't lose Steiner exchange. Okay, so they lose Steiner. They take out both my cards. That works out. Gets rid of Steiner before it becomes a long-term problem. Full of power. Can I afford to take the turn off? I don't think I do. It's either Magitech Armor. I could play Rufus. I'm close enough to this that I want to play Rufus and hold up Fate. So let's go Magitech Armor. There's a cancel in the format, which means that there is counter magic available, but it's 3 mana. Store is also really neat to corrupt your friends. Because the store gives out loner decks and it somehow has a perfect 5.0 state on Google. Oh my god. Amazing. Sugoi even. Ah, now that's interesting. Okay, so I can Vane's Treachery. I can't target the token with the ward. How do I feel about this? I'll do this now. because if Rufus gets to attack, I just get a free dog. And who doesn't love to get in a free dog? Okay, opponent has 3 cards in hand. They're still not going to attack, so this is great for me. With Vane's Treachery available, I probably start pushing it. Alright, so now we get Darkstar. I also have a line where I can use Fate to blow Paladin arms. Ice Magic. Target creature's owner puts it on top or bottom. Okay. We'll put it on top. I don't mind getting a new token off that. And then... I could Circle of Power here. Do I care about a 3-2? I don't think I do. We've got everything we need. Except maybe for like a Raha or something. Okay, opponent just gives up. Free dogs, sign me up. Hey Sam! Thanks for stopping by! Look at this dog. It's a good dog. Okay, apparently opponent was drawing into just like nothing but air. By the way, how are we doing on dailies? Haven't checked yet. Oh, we cleared both of our dailies? Hot damn. Alright, so we're 4 and 3 right now. That is like the minimum that I want to aim for. So if we lose again, like I got my my gems pretty much back, minus like 100. But also remember that I got into this with a draft token. Deck's been sweet. Deck's been sweet. Would have liked maybe 1 or 2 more pieces, but hey, you know what? How was I supposed to know that apparently White Mage's staff is so much more desirable than Knight's Shield? Surprised how quickly people surrendered. You're used to it from Yu-Gi-Oh, but thought Magic was a good bit slower at least. It kind of depends, right? On Arena, people are a lot quicker to surrender because it's a digital medium. I think that's a big part of it. Especially if you do something like Brawl, because there's no cost associated with it. It's really easy to just want to jam. White Mage Staff on cue. Go combat. This is just free damage. We're not going to be able to cast like whatever they want off that. Salvagers is exactly what I want. Sometimes people don't have the patience for full matches in games. Rather wait and suffer a loss because at least you learn from it. That's true. Let's see. We can go Aerith Rescue Mission, make a bunch of tokens. We could tap down everything, swing in. Or, and hear me out. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. That's the turn. Next turn we have side quest, Hunt the Mark. And then we can also use Aerith Rescue Mission to tap everything off. We can save that treasure. White Aura Sight, you say? They might get rid of... Oh no, they're getting rid of the good card. Okay, fair enough. Let's see, there's an Arimon. How do I feel? We can attack in, Reno and Rude would trade. I've also got side quests. I don't want to pop it on like one of their equipment cards. Might just like plain Arimon. Yeah, I might just be playing Arimon, so that way if they have like any removal for any of the other cards. And I can also just like sack the treasure, but I'm not gonna do that. Because right now, them attacking back favors us. Quote, I cheered when Lee's kicked the shit out of the Namazu and Kugane. If you know, you know. I absolutely know. I am looking... I can't wait till Fron gets to see that part in, when we get there. Ooh, Ash. Now that's a card that we want to hit. Their deck has to be, like, really full of artifacts. So they're... to really make her work. So if they're making her work, then... no blocks. Pass priority. Our turn. There's no 1 mana trick here. Oh, wait, but there might be like a 2 mana trick, but it would just be like +3/+3. If it's white Auracite, it could also be like restoration magic. But then it blows it now. Oh, no, they just have Slash of Light. Okay. Okay. Works for me. Do I want to sacrifice a treasure for a land? I do. Alright, sweet. If one more creature dies on our turn, we get a 5/6. Question. Don't know anything about Arena. Why is everyone playing a Final Fantasy deck here? Is that a brawl thing? No, this is draft. So basically, what we did was we grabbed 3 booster packs of Final Fantasy, sat down at a table with 8 other people who also had 3 packs of Final Fantasy. And we make decks out of literally just Final Fantasy cards. I could tap these both down. This is a sorcery. What do I want to do with this? I could get a 5/6 indestructible if I trade. Is that worth it, actually? That might actually be worth it. Okay, and now I just, like, get to cast a card off of their deck. Not a land. Don't care about that. Creatures you control gain trample until end of turn. How do I feel about this? They're gonna have, like, just big fucking beats. I want to use the Aerith Rescue Mission. Think. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 8 mana. So I'm always playing the castle card. That's just gonna happen. I don't think there's a lot of point in me using the Arimon right now. Yeah, let's just go ahead and make, like, 3 tokens. So that way, even if they attack with everything, it's really unprofitable. Yep, they can keep making chocobos. That's fine. Ooh, aggro. If they have a combat trick with Fat Chocobo, I get blown out. But I'm going to force it. Yeah. Alright. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm going to suffer here. Evo reawakened. That gets back my Namazu. But now they just have, like, way more cards than I can do anything with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that is a disgusting card to pull out. Okay, is there any way that I can pull through this? If I get rid of the Chocobo, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 creatures that they can attack me with. I can block exactly 4, maybe 5. Yeah. I'll take another draw, but nope, that's GG. Not a lot to say there, guys. We had a good run, but this is an incredible bomb to drop. Catch up on the comments real quick. Love to play draft, but you know, money, the big bucks. That's the reason why I don't draft as much as I want to. On Arena, if you clear out your dailies like every day and you manage to get a daily win here and there, you can typically get enough gold to afford one draft a week. But as it is, I have a ton of the draft tokens because I buy the Mastery Pass each season. The Mastery Pass comes with draft tokens that I just get. Now I'm cashing in since this is a flashback draft, which means that for a limited time, they brought back a draft format that's relevant to standard. But hey, 4 wins, 3 losses. Nothing to be ashamed about for that. Take a quick screenshot for the server. Post it into the server. Say, quote, same here. I'm saving to get your first proper deck for Pokemon. Don't think you could ever play draft IRL. Yep. Do you like draft virtual games though? Like Inscription, Slay the Spire, that one Love Live game, things like that. Yeah, card game roguelikes are pretty good because they're basically drafting. Low-key want to learn League of Legends the League of Legends card game because you're a filthy League of Legends player, but you know, cardboard pricey. Isn't that the Runeterra game? I think that's Runeterra, right? I remember messing around with Runeterra for like a day before I was like, eh. If Hearthstone had something good, was the draft mode was the price of 1.5 packs, but you wouldn't keep the cards that you used for that game, so it's kind of meh. Yeah, I'm not... So, like, it's half and half, right? Arena will sometimes do what they call phantom drafts, where the price is significantly lower, but you don't get to keep all the cards you draft, and I'm actually fine with that. If the goal is to play, you know, if you just want to jam the format. Usually that's the kind of format where they have you drafting with bots, so, yeah. With regards to Runeterra, it's kinda. Runeterra online and in paper play, it's Riftbound. Same in a lot of ways, but also not really. There's like some out there right now. Yeah. Also, there's like 10 minutes left to stream, so I guess we're just gonna chill out. Actually, let me go and grab... I'm trying to think. Was there anything different about this deck that I would have liked to have? I didn't end up getting any like really huge targets for Eagle Reawakened. Like Raha is real, Rufus Shinra's alright, Reno and Root are alright for that. I didn't get a chance to actually play with Phantom Train. We saw it like once and I had to... no, we saw it twice. One time I couldn't get it down fast enough, and the second time I had to ship it back. Deck was alright. Weapons Vendor ended up doing a little bit of work. Magic Armor, good. I would have liked to have gotten the 2-drop. I would have... If I had gotten the White Mage Staff... I had a chance to grab the White Mage Staff and the Minwu, but I decided against it because I needed something else. Can't remember what I took over. Master Duel should have draft mode. It would be funny. Isn't like draft mode in Yu-Gi-Oh like actually just getting a big box and then trying to make your deck out of that? Like I feel like at one point I remember them making booster packs for drafting, but then they just that didn't really go anywhere. I remember doing a draft back when I was in high school, exactly once, back when I think the Ninjas first came out. Yu-Gi-Oh! Seal being like a whole box is also just like problematic. I tried it once and I was so overwhelmed by all of the cards. Then we tried talking to our friends and they're like, no, you gotta get a whole box. You gotta get a whole box or else you're not gonna have enough to make a real deck. And I'm just like, Granted, I probably would have been more into it if we were doing this in paper and I had a chance to actually like read the cards. But having it be on digital, so I have to navigate a digital client and also read all these new cards that I've never seen before, and each one is, you know, a Yu-Gi-Oh card with full text. Eeh. For Brainian Draft, they should implement legacy formats like Goat or Edison. Yeah, I really hope Genesis comes to Master Duel. If Genesis comes to Master Duel, I would be playing so much more often. As it is, I kind of log in as much as I can just to collect the free gems. But I think about what I want to do with quants on the ladder, and I'm like, is this really what I want to spend my time on? Because I'm going to be playing this hobby like maybe every other season, right? Like not every other Yu-Gi-Oh season, but like every other calendar season. There's going to be like a month where I get really hyper focused on wanting to play Yu-Gi-Oh. I play it, I get my fill, I put my deck down, and I wait like a year or so before I come back. Which I think is perfectly fine, but I would really like to play Genesis. Only really fun way to draft Yu-Gi-Oh is with old cards. Doesn't particularly work for Modern, I think. Yeah, because everything's archetype locked, or at least like a ton of things are archetype locked. Unless you like, you know, just manage to find the exact cards everywhere that have some amount of flexibility. People, that definitely hasn't stopped people from trying. I remember at least one person was working on a Yu-Gi-Oh cube, and they had like generic extra deck cards that you could draft, like Utopia, stuff like that. Remember, folks, Hope is a girl's name. Yeah. Yeah, I think I really just wanted a couple more really good 2-drops to make this deck work, to help the curve a bit. But other than that, like, deck was sick. Deck was playing with only non-archetype cards would be interesting. Isn't that also just like how any sort of Masochist challenge works out? Like, I was watching Nyx do her Masochist run, and it seemed like she had to start with just whatever viable non-archetype stuff. Any generic stuff could fit. Brian Miley, yeah. Oh, here's a treat for you, chat. So if I go into my favorite decks and I go alphabetical, then all the Final Fantasy cards are going to show up first. I have all of them marked by Final Fantasy. These are just the decks that I've been actively working on, some of which are actively proven. So, like, yeah, there's a Final Fantasy, there's Garland here. Garland's, like, probably one of our favorite decks so far. I've been working on more Final Fantasy VIII decks now that we're playing Final Fantasy VIII on Friday. So, we got Cypher, Squall, Zell, Quistis, and the works. Actually, no, these are all, like, pretty decently proven decks. Quistis still needs more work, though. She needs some help. And then, yeah, we've got our Final Fantasy XIV decks that we have already built. I haven't had a chance to play Mono Blue Stola. But we have Sid. We have 3-color Stola. So we have, you know, Esper Control Cat. We've got Vanab. We've got Raubon. 5-color Yoshi P. That still needs some work. It's supposed to be a Maze's End deck. It's not actually a town deck. It's a Maze's End deck. Otoya is probably one of my favorite blue cards. I've got 3-color Raha here. That also still needs some work. But I'm working on getting all the 14 cards. I'm trying to work on getting decks for all these. So, yeah, we still have 2 different Emmett Selk decks that we're working on. We're working on Estinian. There's going to be a Xenos deck at some point. There'll be a Zodiac deck, an Omega deck. There'll be a Gaius, a Tataru deck. Mono White Raha. Dog Cannon? Yeah, it'll be Dog Cannon. Because she has an ability called Angelo Cannon. And apparently it involves shooting Angelo out like a cannon. I haven't gotten to that part in Final Fantasy VIII yet, so like, I don't entirely get the joke. But apparently it's Dog Cannon. Number 39 is not only Hope. 39 can be read as Miku. So she's called Number Miku Hope! Miku strikes again. The OG, the GOAT. On a white person. I don't think the only mono white decks that we have down here are Tataru. Not quite sure how I'll be able to build around Tataru. And then here's that Raha that we literally just played in draft. Different than 3-color Raha. Then there's actually a Selk deck that I'm working on. These are in a different category because the ones above are favorited. They're good to go for streams. these ones are still a work in progress. I don't like playing experimental decks that are going to get their teeth kicked in on stream. I like using stream because then not only is it just a little bit frustrating when you're trying to work on an idea and it doesn't quite come together, but also it makes me want to tinker forever, and that eats into stream time. So we're working on Hades here, just trying to make it as scummy of a combo deck as we can. So when Final Fantasy Draft is done, we'll be back to doing more of this. I have a lot of Magic decks that I like with, you know, Magic IP stuff. But I'm also slowly working on making every Final Fantasy commander their own Brawl deck. To varying degrees of success, honestly. Like, you know, Hope here from Final Fantasy 13, he's not good. Sorry, Fran, but he's just not good in one-on-one Brawl. Yeah. Where'd you go? Alright, folks, don't leave just yet, because we like to go ahead and we like to support our friends. So if you want to help us out with the raid, stick on ahead. Tomorrow, we're going to be back. We're going to be doing some more Final Fantasy drafting. We're going to be doing... honestly, if we didn't have that one super long game 1, we would have had time to go into Final Fantasy 14. I accept this as just like a normal thing that we can't do. Yeah, okay. Double check who's currently streaming. Okay. No one else follows online but the business. True. Kaz is online, but okay. So guys, I tend to get a little nervous when I raid into like much larger streamers, but Northern Lion's wife, Kate, has started streaming with a VTuber model, and right now she's playing Dragon Quest. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop everyone else there, so that way I can also watch Kate stream. And you know, it's someday maybe she'll actually stream Final Fantasy 14 and I'll get to watch that too. So give me just one sec. Start the raid. Have some fun there. Oh, now Kaz comes online. Yeah, I saw Kaz online. I like Kaz, but also, you know, it's not every day that I get to, you know, raid into someone I just started following because of her slight switch. I like Kate. I watch her husband's clips all the time, but it's just so much easier to watch a streamer when it's not just a voice, you know. Part of why I like VTubing is that I like having an avatar that everyone can see and identify as me. Like, you know, Hogpoint, hey, that's Hero Girl, stuff like that. Anyway, so we'll see you all tomorrow. Same hero time, same hero channel. Bye, everyone. Bye.